like it's not gonna be the Romy or Kai because you definitely do not want to send the boxer to the side lanes. Or even a Kai here, so really feel bad for that call.
Yeah, no worries, it happens. But this is,
It's tough.
It's a really tough. It's a really tough position that EVOS decided to go for because they doubled down on making sure that Potato is going to carry this game. However, they do have two relatively strong side laners here, and more importantly, Orange LOUVRE Esports are looking to kind of defend and then punish at level 4.
Man, this is early to make a transition. It's literally will dictate how the game is really gonna go for you. Because let's be honest, both Barat and Claude in particular needs a lot of fun. He needs a lot of items to really skill.
Yeah, they really do. So this is going to be a pretty interesting situation, and hopefully, you know, as long as EVOS SG maintain their social distancing like they did in Game 1, where they're keeping, you know, they are keeping the, it wasn't the Valier, it was the Eudora, yes, yeah, Eudora as well as the Yishan Shin a good amount apart, because the moment Hellcurt pops that ultimate, and if they both get silenced, that's going to be a huge problem.
It really is. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping into game number 2 between EVOS SG and Orange LOUVRE Esports. Really excited to see how this game will really go down, because let's be honest, if Orange was not able to really turn the tables around in this game number 2, then we will have to sadly say goodbye to Team Orange, and EVOS will be moving up to go for that grudge match between Toda.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, the draft that they have as of yet is very, very interesting. I would like to see how it plays out a little bit more. I wish it was best of 5 so we can see Orange LOUVRE Esports really show what they have in that best of 5, where they have to use every single one of their strats and tools, and then at least we get a good plethora of the capabilities of Orange, because right now everyone is kind of thinking, how good are these guys? And if they get bowed out now, we're never really going to know.
I know that's why it's gonna be so dependent that this Farsa face or HYH, I'm not sure who's gonna be playing the Farsa. They really get a glimpse here, because let's be honest, even AIM can play the Farsa. So
yeah, that's right.
So depending on whoever's playing the Farsa, doesn't really matter, because it literally comes down to how well both the Hellcurt and the Farsa actually goes for that execution. Because let's be honest, level 4 Hellcurt, yes, it is a threat, but it will take a while for him to instantly nuke down, and I know his prime target, it is going to be the Rafaela. But anyway, here is your players, and looks like GG is going to be playing the Hellcurt and AIM on the Farsa.
Yeah, so GG definitely is going to be on the Hellcurt here. I was wondering whether he was going to take either Hellcurt or the Claude, because I knew for a fact that Claude was either going mid or into the side lane here, and they wanted to make sure they can contest the mid lane, so they needed something with wave clear, and that's where Farsa comes by.
And also, just look at the rotation as well, like the amount of stacks that actually Orange LOUVRE can actually really go for with the Purple Koopa, Farsa, and even GG with the Hellcurt. There's a lot of control and disruption coming in here, but anyway, now they're going to be rotating to the top side just to try to bully Soul out of the lane.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because HY made the initial mistake of walking too close to the brush, and Soul got a really good chunk on him. That's going to put him at a slight disadvantage, because he needs all the health. Because we know for a fact that Claude doesn't exactly regenerate health as good and sustain in the lane as well as Soul. However, JPL already on the aggressiveness, on the aggression, pushing HY. He's going to be okay for now, because Hellcurt isn't level 4 just yet. He can't use the Deadly Signature as well. Aeon, they're pushing on forward with they don't have the Holy Baptism, but they are making sure this rotation is so quick. Holy, from mid lane, they just went running.
Dude, this is exactly why I thought it was really amazing coming from the side of EVOS SG. Communication is really clean. Their mechanical play is a little bit superior compared to the side of Orange LOUVRE Esports, but so goes the team play. By the way, Aeon going to be literally gone on by Koopa here. JP is going to be able to knock him back for a little bit, so Aeon is going to be just fine. Yeah,
and now they're doing a quick lane swap here, making sure that Claude is matched up against Yuzong in comparison, as Yuzong doesn't have as much damage in comparison to Khalid, and Barat is very happy to say hello to Khalid.
Anyway, now they're going to be a little bit careful there. Fighter Asha is committed towards the middle part of the lane, but instantly gets disrupted by JPL. JPL literally he has to play out of his mind just to constantly keep AIM in check here, because if they actually let AIM constantly go with his full bombardment, with his ultimate, that is going to be doing significant amount of damage here.
Yeah, and right now I'm wondering if EVOS SG wants to continue to look to go for the lane swap as well. And I mean, Sol, he's waiting for an angle, and once he does, he's gonna get the damage in. But that trample coming in from Kuja, he is not feeling any of it right now. He's got to wait for that passive to kind of wear out and get to that max stacks, and then look to try and punish.
Oh man, he is a very big boy as well. He's already level 5. He actually can literally go toe-to-toe with anyone, even in the jungle by himself. He can even solo this creep wave here, and Sol can't really do anything too much about it. But anyway, JB are going to be coming in with a Shield of Unity just to try to force him out. X-Men Missile will not be able to connect. Our dear friend AIM notices want to commit the bird transformation just to disengage because he already spotted the potato rotating out of that jungle.
Smart moves coming out of smart moves coming out of Sol here, but Aeon, he's getting a good hit from that feather airstrike. He gets silenced, and GG follows up instantaneously, picking him off. Unfortunately, Potato gets stunned by the Popol and Kupal as Pokemon tries to disrupt with a Black Dragon form. Kuja, he doesn't really care. He's gonna go for the Daytona's welcome, and he pushes him right under the turret. There's nothing they can do, but they already lost Kuja in the process. They trade 1 for 1 and back away. Pretty interesting play coming in from the side of Orange Lord Esports, but at the end of the day, they only trade 1 for 1. No real way to punish.
And you know what's really amazing about this as well is the fact that Orange Lord Esports, they didn't really commit too many of their hero spells. Except for Kuja, but a beautiful catch coming in. AIM actually, that knocker coming in. But Sahil really bought him some time to allow him to fall back. But it doesn't really matter because EVOS actually, their main goal is to secure this turtle. And now with that as well, they're going to be able to fall back and disengage.
Yep, they're going to have to play the slow rolling game. Both sides only taking 1 kill for each other and unfortunately unable to punish. But at the very least, EVOS was able to get that turtle.
You know what's really amazing to me, that the fact that EVOS actually came into this game with 4 purifies.
I mean, they understood what they had to do. If they get locked up or even silenced or stunned by anything coming in from AIM and nothing to say, they are in a lot of trouble.
That's why I thought it was really amazing, but not as amazing as here comes nothing to say with the lockdown with the Alpha Wall. That's going to be a really beautiful, easy pickup for AIM with the Feather Airstrike combination.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he still has like 2 seconds left. I can't really see 1 second left until he gets his Purify. Yeah, so he didn't have it at that point of time. But now they're going to look to try and play this objective game onto the side, trying to pull attention away from Orange Lord Esports because Popol and Kupal as well as Farsar are going to be stuck like glue together because they synergize so well, chaining their CC together.
Actually, all 3 in particular as well, like just both GG, AIM, and nothing to say. If they both just stick together, came in with 1 lockdown from the Popol for Alpha Wood, then you got the Feather Ash, right? They got the stun as well. They even, just for good measure, you even can drop down the silence as well on top of it.
Oh, looks like we went for another lane swap this time round. I guess they want HY to be there to contest for it. Daytona's welcome onto Pokemon here, and that's just going to mean the Deadly Slingers have a point-blank target for GG to take him out.
Yeah, and also it's just really unfortunate as well that Pokemon doesn't really have his Purify as well, so it was really punishing for him too. But anyway, JP are going to be dropping down the ultimate, trying to clear out the minion waves, but he quickly has to back up because that's a little bit too much damage he's dealing with because you're both having both Kuja and GG. And what makes it even worse, the AIM is coming in to reinforce, but hey, really not bad. He's still able to get out alive. But sadly he was unable to save that bottom tier 1 tower.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. He still was able to put some damage in and buy some time for the rest of the team. I mean, look at that top lane here. Sol is able to kind of farm and deal with the Popol and Kupal. He lands the Raging Sandstorm. Oh, that was huge. He just needs to charge up his passive to finish him off. But now HY, he knows what he wants. Sol's got to be super, super careful here. He needs to kill him off. Nothing to say. He gets spotted out. He goes down. Can they get the trade kill? Yes, they do for the side. But EVOS SG looking to turn it around here. HY forcing to pop that Aegis as well, but he is in so much trouble. Ain't going to get the revenge kill. It's going to be 3 for 1. Great response from EVOS SG and a smart idea from Orange Lord Esports, but they don't have the members and they were willing to sacrifice their lives to get GG ahead in the game.
But anyway, Pokemon able to find GG. GG sadly was not able to teleport away across the cliff here. Gets a little bit down low, but Pokemon is totally fine as he slowly backs away from Kuja. And thankfully enough, Kuja doesn't really have that stacks for that trample. But for now, EVOS SG slowly getting a little bit of more control inside of the game here. Although yes, kill score is pretty much tied 4-4 here. Goal-wise, very similar, but we can see EVOS SG slowly picking up the pace here.
Yeah, they're trying to show as much map control as they can, and Popol and Kupal unfortunately doesn't have a dedicated way to lock people down unless they walk into those frost traps. So So far, so good. It's pretty even. Nothing has broken even just yet, despite the slight lead that EVOS has. I think the real question is, now that when it's going to hit that 8-minute mark, and this is going to be the big transition from early to mid-game that everybody has been waiting for. Oh no, Soul, he's in so much trouble. There's no way he's getting out of this. That Alpha Wolf form coming in for Popol and Kupal is going to help HYHY run him down.
Yeah, man, but also at the same time, it did take him quite a while for him to die. But I just love the fact that Soul was very disciplined about it, so not really committing both the Rage Stance or even the Purify. But however, beautiful connection coming from the side of JPL. Aim, no choice. Even with the Feather Edge, he's still able to take Aeon down for the 1-for-1 trade. Pokemon coming to the Black Trade and trying to force Kuja to disengage.
That's such a feels bad. You would think the Holy Baptism will come out sooner, but it really didn't. And now JPL is in a lot of trouble, forcing to use his Purify to get away from the silence, but Potato comes in pretty hard on that Roger. He's been farming up like a good little boy, and now he is big.
I mean, he is a good boy. I'm pretty sure Matt is just like giving him a pat of a good boy. Good boy. I'll give you a treat later on, right? After this for that.
I mean, he is absolutely crushing it right now. Potato, he has been so consistent. He is literally the rock of this team.
I mean, and most importantly as well, he really needs to start scaling as well, because right now, the minute Kuja gets a little bit more tank, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him to deal with. Daytona with the flicker coming in, he's going to be throwing all the way, starting him under the tower, into the Feather Airstrike, but the Expert Missile pulls him, knocks it back even further, but Pokemon doing such an amazing job controlling, knocking him up, and of course, Aeon with the heals.
Woo, that Metamorphosis, he did get caught out at a pretty awkward time. He did just transform into his human form, and unfortunately wasn't able to kind of roll out of turret range this time, but it doesn't mean that they can't make anything happen here. Pokemon going for the Disruptor onto GG to get this turtle, and they are just going to give it away. There is no point to try to make it work. Aim, this is bad because now he's going to get caught out of position if he puts himself too far forward.
And once again, our dear friend
What
Soul.
is happening up into in the top lane here?
Oh no, it's Soul being Soul, you know?
Yeah, how is HYHY losing this matchup?
Oh man, but let's just be honest, it's just Soul. He's just an evil mastermind here. It literally takes the entire team just to force Soul out of the lane, but he's still gonna come back anyway.
Yeah, it really comes down to the micro abilities, and Soul is able to just out-sustain HYHY for the longest part, and that was all determined by one level 1 mistake, walking too close to the brush to get to the minions and losing half your life in the process.
But anyway, Potato's going to be looking super fine as well. He's currently level 13, pretty much 2 levels higher than HYHY. He has the Endless Battle followed by the Wrath of the Shady and even the Wind Talker. He's a very mobile big boy, by the way.
Very mobile indeed, and Pokemon is making sure he's using full use of that passive. Soul finally getting punished in HYHY, able to make it out, but he is forced to use the Aegis. That's so frustrating, but now the Dark Knight Falls trying to give cover and shadow to nothing to say. Hopefully he doesn't get caught out here. He gets hit by the Shield Baxia here. As he runs off, he quickly has to use his Flicker. If not, he's going to be another casualty.
Oh man, but just so much commitment just to try to even just get a kill or even force him out of the lane here now, just because of that space creation being made by Soul as well. This allows EVOS SG constantly assert even more dominance to all the other lanes and even the jungle. And Kuja, however, he's trying to get as much tech as possible and even sustaining, but it'll knock him to control just a little bit too much, right? But this is Borat. We're talking about the super tank of the team here.
And he is doing a good job holding on to his own, and he's going to take a little bit of damage here. Nothing to really fret just yet, though. The rest of the team slowly playing it around, playing the map, and HYHY, he's going to start scaling. I saw him get his golden staff earlier, and at this point in time, I think all he's waiting for is to just get that Winds of Nature.
By the way, here comes the full dive here. Kuja no choice had to commit the Flicker just to get out of that situation as well. He still has his turn as well if he really want to get the catch on JPL. Finds it, but suddenly he was just barely out of the range. And of course, with his own personal Purify, that tongue will not be able to connect.
Yeah, so as long as they keep using their preemptive Purifies, it makes sure that that Daytona's Welcome doesn't exactly work. The moment you're inside of his mouth, there's nothing you can do. But before that, you can. Oh no, don't steal it away. Okay, thank goodness. Lord has been taken away by Potato at this point in time. JPL still putting some damage into nothing to say, but that Tortoise Poissance is going to be enough to take him out. Potato securing that kill. My goodness, Potato is just an absolute beast. Like, when all else fails, Potato just doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely for sure. And of course, you also must think to the guys that there's not many people that actually get the jump on Potato unless they're really in range for it. Like, there's so many times when Under say he really want to try to find Potato, but JPL and Soul and even Pokemon giving such a huge presence at the games to the point where they have to shift their target, shift their priority. They're like, we can't find Potato, we cannot let them take the advantage. We need to try to force something, and that's when they start jumping on AO and on the other players. But when that happens, Potato is pretty much the most happiest man in the game.
Yeah, and it's going to be Lord coming in from the top side here, EVOS SG. Unfortunately, they're going up against a Farsa, which is super annoying, but now EVOS, JPL looking to try and push him out of that position here. Pokemon with the Black Dragon already coming in huge. Soul losing 50% of his HP. Nothing much they can do about that, but they don't even get any damage locked in to that inhibitor. A great defense coming in from Orange Lord Esports, and they even pick up a free kill onto JPL. Great defense.
Oh, really great defense indeed. Like, because let's just be honest, as long as aim is still in the game here, and even alongside with Barat as well, with his so-called team with his first kill, way clear. Even the Lord will be no issue for both of these two here to really clear out here.
Yeah,
it's such a huge thing here.
I guess they have to wait for the Luminous Lord if they want to break into those inhibitors. The wave clear is a little too strong, and looking at the items, we're seeing that most people are starting to break into the third section. Like, Barat is pretty big on his own. He's already got the Thunder Belt locked under him. Potato's got three complete items, and that's going to be the Oracle coming in from Pokemon.
Oh man, the BOD is also going to be pretty crucial as well for him, as he instantly wants to try to shut down as many people as possible, because right now we're going to the game as well, like, whether EVOS SG has enough damage to easily burst down Kuja before he does significant amount of damage, or EVOS SG just completely ignore Kuja here and just start picking off members of other members one by one as fast as possible before dealing with the Barat.
Yeah. Now, EVOS SG up in towers. Orange Lord Esports looking to play for the late game here. GG still hasn't died, but HYHY is catching up if we're talking about just pure golden EXP. HYHY is going to be a huge threat for EVOS SG overall. The AoE from this team alone is just, ooh, orange.
And don't forget about their catch ability as well with the Purple Koopa as well. Just the ability to just literally lash onto someone just from a safe distance as well, like the Purple Koopa is going to be really crucial for them.
What is going on here with Orange Lord? Are they trying to decide who needs to get the red buff here?
Just trying to take the priority. So like, G is like, I want the attack speed, and HY said, no, I want it for myself.
Give it to me. Give me that red buff.
And the worst part, Kuja just walks in casually. He's like, nah, man, it's all me.
I mean, nothing to say. I think they got a little spooked when Nothing to Say did spot out Pokemon lower down, but I guess everybody understands they're just waiting for an opportunity to actually catch. What is?
Yeah, no, maybe in this case because they just try to read the situation, like where are they? Because they literally, majority of them is pretty much very hidden away from the map here. But thankfully enough, EVOS is just dancing around the top side here.
Yeah, yeah.
Kuja's a big boy.
Kuja is a big boy, but more importantly so, I think Orange Love understands their current situation where they're not in any real position to force fights onto EVOS SG, as they're about to hit their 4th item power spike here in about 2k gold. And Orange understands, okay, I'm at 36, our next power spike, we just hit our power spike, but that doesn't really matter as of yet, so we can just bide our time. We're waiting for Lord, really.
10 seconds as well. This Lord will dictate how the game is actually going to be going for them. If EVOS actually was able to secure it, I believe that's going to be an easy clear for the other lanes, especially for inhibitors, since Orange Love Esports doesn't really have any other tier 2 towers for themselves. EVOS actually currently in the lead by about 5,000 gold as well, including 4 towers. They
look to continue to rotate around mid-side here. Luminous Lord is back up, and Nothing to Say is making sure that he is using his wolf to kind of search the area. Kuja is taking a little bit of damage, but he can absorb it. It's absolutely fine, but Nothing to Say might be in trouble. Holy Baptism doesn't actually land, but Pokemon is going to disrupt the backline to try and disengage the entirety of the composition. HY, he's already lost 50% of his HP, and JPL, he knows what he wants. The Battle Mirror image was taken backwards. They've caught him out of position now. They are on the run. They are trying to chase him down, and that's going to be Khalid as well as JPL on the forefront to catch him out. But what about the backline? Yutong, he's making sure that he doesn't get caught out by the rest of the team. 4 members as well. Raging Sandstorm, it kind of connects. He needs to land a little bit more damage. It's not working out. HY using everything in the book to make sure he gets him. He even gets the auto attack to get the initial slow. Roger, he's finally here. The Lycan Power should be enough to finish him off.
Oh, but Battle Mirror is unfortunate as well. He tried to jiggle away with the Battle Mirror, but Sally the Like Pounds will seal his fate. And now we know HY in this fight. We see EVOS FC full burst in vigor and spirit as they casually take away the Luminous Lord and try to see they want to go for any more hunts. JPL, my lord here. Dude, he did it. Actually, if you saw that in the mid lane as well, he actually popping out the tutorials for points, actually forced Kuja to go into another direction as well. And because of that as well, I was able to spot out the fact that HY was a little bit out of position as well, forcing to go back. And once again, Kuja gets locked away as JPL literally constantly keeping him in track. Tutorials for points trying to go for the burn as well. But JPL, he doesn't have the shield unity. He cannot really go stop aim. But he's so tanky to this point where he doesn't mind taking a couple of pot shots.
Once again, Pokemon going right in to disrupt the enemy team, making sure that AIM can't get that Feather Airstrike to break it this time. They've got him in your wave. Kuja now starting to get in trouble. The Feather Airstrike is coming down onto Pokemon, but he's regenerating from everybody in between. HY with a huge blazing to win. It's not going to matter. Kuja still alive and Pokemon unable to defend. HY solely alive left. Aeon able to pick up that kill. They break both inhibitors. Raging Sandstorm in the middle landing onto GG, but that's going to be one down. Potato looking to end this game, and this is EVOS SG victory!
Oh, the crowd goes wild. The fans is absolutely unstoppable. The underdogs will fall here as EVOS actually clean a beautiful game of 2-0 here. Really well-played stuff coming from both of these teams.
Yeah, and you know, Orange Lore of Esports, they were in a tough position there. They couldn't get that. They couldn't mount the same defense as they did before because they were able. Because